Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at, well, the brand new raid, non-stop raid number 4, I believe, of the anniversary. So for those of you who don't know, we are having 7 raids back to back during the course of the anniversary, and it's dropping some pretty great rewards. 5th year anniversary medals alongside as well their own individual raid medals. There are characters who can increase both the drop rate of the medals as well as characters that can increase the actual amount of medals that drop. So you're going to want to load up your support members or use these units as your actual attackers. But you also want to prioritize using a battle bonus character, which means they do increase damage. Now in terms of the rewards you can get for the raid honors, you can obtain some pretty cool rewards like chrono crystals and legends limited power. And for the actual standard raid medals, you can grab chrono crystals and arts card boosts and just a whole bunch of really helpful stuff alongside it. In terms of the overall kind of just events in general, it's a pretty standard raid. If you've done raids before, you shouldn't really struggle with this, at least on principle. You should be relatively kind of safe with this in terms of difficulty and understanding. Obviously, beyond that, I think just load up your team with as many good bonus characters as you can. They will have changed from the previous parts because we're now moving into the second part of the anniversary, which means that a lot of the units you were using before won't be as effective or won't carry as much effectiveness. They will still provide some boosts, at least for this first raid, but chances are by the second one they won't be providing a boost except for the Legends Limited Goku Freezer. So yeah, beyond that, it's pretty much as good as it really gets, I want to say. Load up your support team with as many bonus characters as you can to increase your rewards, because that's the best way to do it. Obviously, if you can summon and get some of the newer units, you want to place those units in. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with mainly units from part 1 and using free-to-play units. This is going to affect your drop rate quite a lot. So, if you can use the highest units you can rather than just using the generic units. I like to use the generic units solely because I like to give people an indication of what they can earn on the lower end of the spectrum, more so than anything else. And the medals and the rewards from the missions are pretty straightforward, just missions for doing limited time attempts, so you should be able to get those pretty easily. Obviously there is a raid honor that's up for grabs, so you want to grab that as soon as possible. Now beyond that, it's a very standard non-stop raid, whatever you want to call it. It's a super duper standard concept by now. I think most players will have done these raids, and they should be relatively good to go when it comes down to these raids and how difficult they are. I think most of them, most players should have a decent grasp of how to play them. But I will be going through them and just talking about tips and tricks as always for those who don't know. So if you want to listen to that, you can continue. Otherwise, wishing you guys the best of luck. Now, in terms of raids, they function very similar to hyperdimensional co-op in that your goal is to break the boss's shield. And then as soon as his shield is down, you want to hit him with a dual rising rush with your ally. During the course of breaking the boss's shield, you can do things like intercept attacks that are meant for your ally. You can super dual strike clash with the enemy, which means you basically can, if they perform a strike attack, you can also line yours up, clash with them, and then obviously do quite a bit of damage when your ally joins in. And beyond that, just basically beat up the boss. It's not really an overtly complicated concept. If you don't manage to succeed after your dual rising rush, then you basically just need to restart. Well, not restart, but you go again for round 2. Obviously, you can't defeat the boss while his shield is up. So even if you get the boss's health to very low during the course of doing the fight during his second shield phase, you're still going to have to break the shield before you're going to be able to actually defeat him. So yeah, that's basically it though. Honestly, not too much when it comes down to raids. Most players who are familiar should be more than fine. If you're struggling, of course you can leave a comment down below, but generally you shouldn't be for the most part. Obviously the goal is to do as high a difficulty, that's hyperdimensional co-op. The goal is to clear the raid as much as possible, but if you can only clear the 3 limited time attempts per day, then that's also okay. That's generally enough to get you a good chunk of the rewards, plus you get the raid honors, which obviously are super duper important. But yeah, beyond that, I would say there's really nothing else too much really to say. Just give it your best shot, and I'm sure you'll be fine. There's really nothing that's too crazy. And don't let your ally Goku Frieza get the final finishing blow, because that's not great. That never really helps, because it takes like a 14-minute cutscene just for them to bloody defeat him. So yeah, but that's it, and it's pretty straightforward. Let me know if you guys need any further assistance in the comments down below, and I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching. But yeah, good luck, and good luck on your summons as well. See you guys soon. Bye.